Welcome back to the wallet.
This is what it is called inequality type questions, inequality. What we need is R is greater than, R is greater than M is definitely true. That means always true. So what is it? This case, R is greater than or equal to F and F is less than M. So this case, can we say that R is always greater than M? If you are not sure about it, what we do is trial and error method. So we just give a value for R. Let's say 8. We'll go for single digit values. That's easy for us. So 8, R is greater than or equal to F. So F can have a value 8 or the value is less than 8. It could be 7, it could be 6. All this possible for F. The reason for that, R is greater than or equal to F. And F is less than M. So the value of M would be what? Always more than F. So F is 8, M could be 9. F is 7, M is 8. F is 6, M could be 7. F is 5, M could be 6. So there are different possibilities. And you know what? M is always greater than F. That means if F is 5, M can have any value more than 5. It could be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 20, 25, whatever it is. That's possible as well. So if that is the case, if we assume that the value of R is 8 and F is 8, M can have a value anything more than 8. It's possible. So if M can have 25, M can have 9, all those values possible. So that situation, you know what? The R is less than M. In some other cases, look at it. If R is 8 and F is 6, then M can have the value 7. So that situation, R is greater than M. So some cases R is greater than M, and some other cases R is less than M. And some other cases R could be equal to M as well. So can we say that R greater than M is definitely true? No, not at all. So this one cannot be the case. So be aware of that. That's how we check it. But you know what? Many of these questions we don't need to go in such details. So if you have an expression, for example, greater than and the less than. So this case, greater than or equal to and less than. So greater than and less than, these are contradictory signs. So that means any kind of relation between R, F and M, that won't be valid for this equation. Be aware of that. When we do a few more questions, you'll get a clear idea about it. So, well, how do we check it? This case, R. What we need is R is always greater than M. So this case, R is always less than M. So that cannot be the case. And here, R. Well, R and M, look at the relation. M is greater than or equal to H, and that H is greater than R. So R is always less than M. What we need is R is always greater than M. So that cannot be the answer. Next one, R greater than C. C is always greater than M. So between R and M, if you look at that, between R and M, we don't have any contradictory signs because the signs we have is towards greater than. If it is one is greater than and one is less than, it's contradictory signs. So in this case, we don't have contradictory signs, and R clearly says that R is greater than M. So that is the case. However, this answer choice B, if it is given as R greater than C and C less than M, if it is given something like this, because this sign is changed here. So in this case, we can see that this is greater than and this is less than. So these are contradictory signs. If it is contradictory sign, you cannot say that R is always less than M or M is always less than R. We cannot really say that. We don't get any kind of specific result from that. That means if it's contradictory signs, there are different possibilities. We don't get 100% exact result from that. This is another wonderful question we have. Read the following instructions and answer the questions. A percentage B means A is less than B. And A and B means A is greater than B. And we have to apply that right here. A percentage B means A is less than B. A is less than B. So percentage means less. And well, A and B means A is greater than B. So and means greater. And $A means A is greater than or equal to. So it is greater than or equal to. Which of the following conclusions follow from the statement? So look at the statement first. A, E percentage. Percentage means what? Less than. So less than D. Then F and means what? Greater than. Just confirm it. E. So E percentage. So that means less than. And D dollar. That means greater than or equal to. Then G harsh. Harsh means what? Equal to. And F and C. And means what? Greater than. This is what the statement is given to us. Now look at the conclusion. So $F. So that's a conclusion. So E dollar means what? Dollar means greater than or equal to F. And second conclusion, C percentage. Percentage means less than. C less than D. Okay, so well, what we have is E greater than or equal to F. Is that always true? So the question is whether these conclusions follow the statements or not. Conclusion follow the statement means conclusion is always true. It is 100% true. In all the situations it must be true. For every positive value, for every negative value, for every rational value, rational numbers, everything, it must be true. Always 100%. So that is what we are looking for. So E is greater than or equal to F. Is that true always? Look at E and F. Between E and F, what are the symbols we have? We have a less than sign, we have a greater than or equal to, and we have an equal to sign. So that means we have a less than and greater than sign, greater than or equal to. That means these are contradictory symbols. If these are contradictory symbols, what is the issue there? We don't get a exact result. So whatever it is given, it may not be really applicable there. So this one, the conclusion doesn't follow. Now next one, C less than D. Look at it, C less than D. Between C and D, which are the symbols we have? Between C and D, this part. Between C and D we have greater than or equal to, and greater than. Equal to, well, it is not a contradictory sign. Equal to go with any symbols. So equal to is neutral, leave it. Then what are the other signs we have? Other signs we have greater than or equal to and greater than. So greater than or equal to and greater than are not really contradictory signs. If it is less than or equal to and greater than, that's contradictory. But these are not contradictory. So now what we are looking for, C is less than D. Okay, look at that, C is definitely less than D. And if you have any kind of confusion, we'll just go for a value. We'll just take a one-digit number. So D is 7. D is 7 means G. So D is greater than or equal to 7. So G could be 7 or like 6 or 5 or any other value. And that G is equal to F. If G is 7, F is 7 as well. And well, F is greater than C. F is greater than C means C must be 6. So if D is 7 and G is 7, then C must be 6. Or if D is 7 and I'll just go for another color. If D is 7 and G is what, 5, that means F is 5, that means C could be 4, 3 or whatever it is. So if you take any value for D, we see that D is always greater than C or C is always less than D. That means it follows. So second conclusion, it's always true for any value of C and D or any other letters here. So if you give any kind of value, that must be always true. So that means it follows. The answer choice, what is the answer? Second conclusion follows and the first conclusion doesn't follow. That would be the answer here.
We have done a number of challenging questions from this area. Well, if you need to have additional questions for practice, take a look at our website walnuttraining.org.